Alright, so welcome back everyone. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, the hardest career series. Today's episode, we're going to be performing another first for Kerbin. We're going to be launching and assembling an orbital fuel depot. Now this first version is destined to be packed around Kerbin. However, if this is successful and proves itself to be useful, we will try do something very similar around the Mun and Minmus, at least eventually. So this first version is going to be a monoprop. This is going to be based on monoprop. It's going to store monoprop because basically all of our manned spacecraft right now, the Kerbin, use monoprop for both the fuel cells and their main propulsion unit. So monoprop is the it's obvious first choice for this first version at least. Alright, so we're going to head to the launch pad. We have the core section there ready at launch pad A. We have 3 tanks already. One is rolled out to pad B. You have the 4th tank here. So there's 4 tanks to join up with the core. So this first phase, this is phase 1. This is the core. We're going to launch the first of the tanks. Then move on to phase 2, which is the final 3 tanks. And then we're going to launch a manned spacecraft, a Kerbin. We're going to rendezvous and dock with the core. And then we're going to perform a series of EVAs to finish off. We're going to fix some extra batteries, fix anything that actually goes wrong during the launches. And then we will declare the first fuel depot operational. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get the 2 SRBs back. Yep, so that's 2 SRBs back intact. The throttle right back. Don't want the apoapsis to go too high. About there. Okay. So it's about 55 kilometers. Let the fairing go. Okay, a few seconds. Okay. So you've got the high gain antenna just there. We'll take a closer look at it before I head back to the Space Center and launch the first of the tanks. Once we're actually in orbit. Okay, not too bad. Try and keep the apoapsis fairly close. I might be able to do a lot of the circularization with the first core stage. Well, the LH2 stage is down on TWI. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, just like before. It's exactly the same launch as the Kerbin, so it's no different. Okay, so I've left it a little bit too late. A little bit later than I should have done to ignite the LH2 stage. Just barely made it. Got a few hundred Delta V left in this LH2. It should be enough. Should be more than enough anyway. So I keep forgetting about how low the actual LH2 stage TWR is. Even now, it's only a third of the tank left and it's only 0.73. So I think I may need to look at adding maybe a 5th engine. There's only 4 on there right now. Let's lock onto this. There we go. Okay, so we got about 50 minutes or so. So we'll take a look around this, if I may be allowed to. So, okay, so we've got that back. We should get the core stage back as well. SRB, so that's the first SRB. That's the second one back. And the first core stage is back as well. We've got a nice amount of money back. Quite a megalithic now. Okay, so we've got the... can actually look at it properly. In the camera there, that gives a better view. Seem to be strangely sort of aim at the docking port instead. Okay, so we've got some auxiliary battery packs just here. Got 4 solar panels, sun tracking solar panels. We've got the main docking port there, which you obviously aim the camera at. An auxiliary high gain antenna just there. Got the main high gain antenna just there. I've got the 4 docking ports. They're Clampotron docking port units, so they can only transfer resources. Obviously, that's all we need to do with these. And if we get to look at this, I think we will do. We've got the main propulsion unit there. Once again, it's the OMS kit that we use on the Kemeny B. We've also got linear RCS thrusters just to help attitude control. We have got a reaction wheel just there. This tank should be... oh no, okay, so obviously the launch pad pumped a little bit of fuel before I could stop it. But it should be empty. Once we dock all 4 of the tanks, we can then pump in the monoprop and fill this tank. That way we can decouple one of the 4 or all 4 tanks once they're finished, once they're depleted, and then send another 3, 4 or whatever, how many you want to send up to you to the fuel depot and refuel it. I'm pretty sure I activated this. No, I can't have done. Just so we don't lose contact with it. Okay, about 13 minutes to go. Then we'll circularize about 200 kilometers, I think, this time, to make sure we've got plenty of clearance. Also makes it easier for the interception to take place. A little bit easier, a little bit quicker. Okay, so that's part 1 of phase 1 at least. So part 2 of phase 1, we'll head back to the KSC and launch the first of the tanks once we've circularized at 200 kilometers. Okay, so we're back at the Space Centre. The core of the fuel depot is parked at about 249.8 kilometres by 250.4. So I decided to go a little bit high, about 50 kilometres higher than the 200 I said it would go to. Seems fairly stable. Nothing went wrong. Nothing broke on the batteries or anything like that. The solar panels are working. They're tracking the sun. So about to start part 2 of phase 1. And that is launch the first of the actual tanks that will rendezvous and dock. So head to part B and begin the second part of this mission. Okay, so just finishing up cyclisation. Shouldn't take too long. We're going to go higher than the target to about 300 kilometres. So the core is 250.425 by 249.643 kilometres. We are starting to slow down. That's because we're obviously running a vertical climb. Well, yeah, 100 metres a second or so. Okay, it's going to higher, 300 kilometres by 300, and then we shall. It shouldn't take too long to rendezvous and then begin the docking procedure. We have about 12 kilometres on the distance. We are closing slowly. Now we're on the propulsion system of the tank itself, so the LEDX2 stage has been spent. Took a little bit longer than it should have done because I went a little bit too high at the apparatus when I was manoeuvring. But not too bad. It's still under a day. Shouldn't take us more than, I would say, a few minutes. The kick. Take it up to about 25 meters a second. I'm going to go too fast. Well, first I don't want to hit the thing. But also, I don't use up any of the fuel. I don't use up too much of the fuel at least. So if I hadn't have gone too high at the upper axis with the LETX2 stage when I was circularising, I wouldn't have had to have used any of the fuel except maybe a tiny bit for the actual docking procedure. That's fine, we've got plenty. Okay, so I would say another, estimated about another 10 minutes or so. Okay, so we've got sight of the fuel depot's core. So just like before with the Kerbin when we was docking them together. Control from here. Oh, activate the camera. There's no point. We need to target. We'll target the closest docking port to us. Mark on radial port. Go on docking port junior, so they're the reef source transfer only, so you can't put your cables through those, as I said. Which is which? 176. 176. I take it that's this one to this side. Yes, I hope it is. So I'm going to be pointing directly at. So I don't really want to do that. Just bring it around. We're closing about 0.4 meters, so we'll get lined up first. If it lets me. Okay. We're not too far. Rotation's out by 99.2 degrees, but that's not a problem. Right down to 0.2. Okay. Okay, so that is the first of the 4 tanks attached to the core of the fuel depot. So that is the end of phase 1 of the Kerbin fuel depot. Not too bad. Got quite a lot of the fuel left. Take on what? Yeah, so we had all the fuel left in the tank. Obviously, all we've used is out of here. Yeah. And only half of it, or thereabouts, also. Less than half of it. So that's not too bad. Okay, so coming to the next episode, we're going to continue the assembly of the fuel depot with the launch and coupling of the remainder of the 3 tanks. Then the episode after that, we'll be launching a Kerbin spacecraft to dock here. And we're going to be EVN and engineer. And we're going to be attaching some ancillary systems for extra battery storage. Maybe repair some things if they've been damaged. Let's say something like this. When we're attaching the remainder of the 3 tanks, this maybe burns out or something goes wrong. We can fix it. Along with some handhold or handrails. And maybe an extra solar panel or 2. Because these are in the shade. Alright, that's the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click like. It is appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe if you do enjoy the content. That is very much appreciated. As is sharing. Sharing the videos on the channel does help a lot. It is very, very much appreciated. As always, if you want to leave a comment or ask a question, you're more than welcome to do so. And we have Discord, Facebook and Twitter. I spend most of my time on Twitter, that's where you'll catch me the most. But all 3 links to those platforms are on the banner front page of the channel. Alright, once again, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the very next episode. We'll continue on with the assembly of the fuel depot. In the meantime, as always, take care and bye-bye.